All right, guys, welcome back for another video. This video will be an update to the Bitcoin Trading Journal series, as well as a look at the Bitcoin weekly close. So we'll have the weekly close in several hours on Bitcoin. The Sunday close is not as significant, as some may think. One reason being we already have the CME close, and that closes Friday afternoons. And basically, the Bitcoin weekly close on CME closed around the prior weekly open, just like at this level right here, which is basically what we're seeing on the spot chart. This is Coinbase. You know, very similar read to CME. I would imagine that. Again, I don't have a crystal ball, but I would expect the weekly to close basically around this level in the next few hours. Now, what it does after that is important, but I just want to go down to the daily chart and take another fresh look at the chart. We're operating off this support right here. We can see that as price comes down to that support level, you get divergence being put in at that level, and then price rallies off it, comes back down to that level, puts divergence down there again, rallies off it, and you get a break of structure. And so I want to mark off the break of structures here because they are very important. So we had a break of structure to the downside here, and then it broke back. When it broke back above these highs right there, that was the area to stop looking at this as a downtrend because we have a break of structure right here. I actually have a position open down from roughly, this area right here. Let's see, this 19424, pretty large position. And really, price is kind of hovering around my entry. But again, I want to look at the framework of this trade in detail. So I've gone on at length at why I'm looking at this area as high time frame support. I won't go into that, excessively, but I'll just kind of reference this white line right here is high time frame support, being the previous all-time high from the last bull cycle in 2017, as well as the capitulation base coming down from June. More realized losses taken here than any other point in Bitcoin's history. And we can see when price comes down to that level, price rallies off it. But what I really want to focus on is this swing here in this area here. We can mark this off where this 4-hour downtrend was broken with this movement above there. So now really this is the price swing we're looking at. This is not really the basis for a short position because we broke structure to the upside. So we're coming down. We broke structure to the upside, and then we retraced right back into this area of interest, this point of release, as you could call it. This is the area where the bids stepped in on heavy volume and pushed above that break of structure. So the area where the impulsive movement comes in, that's an area you want to look at. Now prices rallied up. Notice it rallied into the previous break of structure up here, this area right there, rallied up into that and sold off back into the point of origin. So that's the point of origin we're looking at. Again, just trying to break this down into its separate component parts. So we can even go down on a lower time frame and analyze, it in greater detail. So I'll pull everything off the chart from this point. We can remap up the chart. We've got our point of origin right there. We've got our very low, the lows of the swing down here. Just want to mark this off just to be sure that we've got this marked off. And then we'll just mark off every other area of interest. So you got that area of interest right there. Let's see. This area of interest right there. This being the shelf top. This being the price pause area down here. As well as, let's see, we'll mark this off right here as well. This area roughly. We'll go down to a 15-minute chart and see what we got. You can see price came down and rallied into that point of origin right here that we marked off right there. Exactly right to with a level of precision that you rarely ever see in the market, just going just a couple dollars below that level and then rallying off it. So right now we're kind of operating within this level. we on the 15-minute, you also have a similar breakup structure, right, where you have this intermediate high, and then price runs down into that point of origin, breaks above. We can mark this level off right here, and now we have this type of behavior going on right here, where price is sort of rallying down into a 618 retracement. The 0.7 is to represent the golden pocket, but typically when I look at the 618 retracement, I'm just looking at the 618. So we have that level there. So we can go down and look at this, and you can see that price, came down, hit the point of origin, rallied above, started breaking above, and then retraced down and hit that 618 almost exactly, almost to the dollar right there. So this is, kind of price is playing out very characteristically of what you would expect price to do under, these circumstances. It's very textbook price behavior. Even despite all the irrationality that's in the market and everything going on, price is playing out very technically. And, just going back to the weekly chart, I would assume that, price probably closes somewhere around here. It's not really until, we start taking out these 1800, 666 level lows that, that this whole scenario starts breaking down to the downside. But, really to kind of put things in perspective, I don't really see Bitcoin as being highly risky here, despite the opinions that exist in the market. One way to think about it is, what are the odds that Bitcoin doesn't reclaim its all-time highs within a few years? Well, probably pretty low. I would say it's roughly I would say the odds of Bitcoin reclaiming its all-time highs in a few years is about 99%. But there's a real significant possibility that Bitcoin never trades below 17,000 ever again. And I would put it's hard to put a number on that, but I would say that the odds of that happening are extremely significant. Maybe not, maybe the odds are decent that it does trade below there, but there may be a 50% chance that price never trades below these capitulation lows ever again in Bitcoin's the rest of its price history. So that's kind of the disparity between the risk reward that I see at this level, and that's why ultimately I'm bullish at this level and looking for long positions. But of course, I do want to look. Yeah, I'm not going to just randomly enter a position. I'm going to look for the technicals to line up, and hopefully I've been able to run through that pretty successfully in this video. So again, not financial advice. I hope you guys like the content. Just leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in